All right, we're joined by meteorologist Damon Madsen. Damon, obviously tough weather conditions those folks are going to have to deal with.
Yeah, I have been following my uncle on WhatsApp, which is the international way to go. But anyways, yeah, he's filling up on gas, making sure he's ready for the storm. He's in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, so it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, great to hear that they're at least getting prepared now, because the next 24 hours, things are really going to go downhill, as this is going to be a historic hurricane landfall for the island of Jamaica there, and really in the Caribbean in general, as there is the satellite view. This storm is an absolute monster. Look at that. It has that solid core, and you can really see that eye. It's so well defined, and you only get an eye like that with the strongest of hurricanes. And this is the third Cat 5 we've had now in the Atlantic season. We haven't had a lot of storms, but most of them have reached this very strong strength. And there it is, just lingering south of Jamaica as we speak. Now we're waiting on the next update to come in around 5 o'clock, but as of the 2 p.m. update, this storm was still strengthening. It is up to 175 miles an hour, a Category 5 storm, one of the strongest in that part of the Caribbean in a long time. And there it goes. It's making its northward turn, and by tomorrow morning, it is expected to make landfall in Jamaica, likely still as a Category 5. So it's going to bring those destructive winds, life-threatening storm surge, feet of rainfall, and that's likely going to lead to some landslides. It is going to be very nasty on the island there, thinking of all those folks in the way of this storm. And then it does go northward, still as a hurricane, crossing Cuba, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas. Now, it does continue up into the Atlantic, but its track does keep it off of the U.S. East Coast. It is not any direct threat to us on the U.S. mainland, thankfully enough. But again, this is going to be a very impactful, wide-reaching storm. We have all of these alerts: hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, and hurricane watches along all of these islands here in the Caribbean. So yeah, this is going to be a historic hurricane, and we will be watching it closely over the next few days. Now, back here closer to home, I mean, it's another beautiful fall day across the DMV. We've had a decent amount of sunshine, but as we speak, clouds are starting to roll their way in a little bit more so, and that capped off our temperatures again, mostly in the upper 50s, right around 60. Those were the same kind of highs we had over the weekend when we held on to some of those chillier conditions, but still, it was pretty nice with the calm winds and fairly sunny skies. But here is why the cloud cover is increasing. There's a storm system down along the southeast coast and down into the Gulf Coast as well. It's got a lot of rain already down in the Carolinas, parts of Tennessee and Kentucky, but we're not seeing that wet weather just yet. It's just the edge of that cloud deck that has been rolling in, and basically we're going to be right on the very edge of this storm system as it continues to track eastward over the next couple of days. So what that means is that we will see more clouds as we go through the night tonight into Tuesday. The farther south you are, the more cloud cover you're going to see. The farther north, it likely stays a little bit more clear. Now, the cloud cover keeps on just building in across the region tomorrow. Rain chances are very minimal for most of us, but there are likely to be at least a few spotty light rain showers trying to nudge far enough north along I-95 back down into southern Maryland. That would be the only locations in the DMV that see any sort of wet weather tomorrow. And then as we head into the day on Wednesday, even more clouds, but we're still dry for the time being. However, as we head into Wednesday afternoon, scattered showers will start to build in, and then the soggiest stretch we're expecting Wednesday night going into Thursday is when we'll see waves of steady, soaking rainfall, and that could cause a few headaches for you on your Thursday morning commute. But all in all, we need the rain, so we should be able to soak it up pretty nicely. And then it clears out, but it's going to be windy for your trick-or-treat events on Halloween.